In-depth conversations, ride the groove so sweet. Hosted by 2D Music on this dusty beat. Pull up a chair, let your soul lean in. Every word, every pause, where the real begins.
Welcome to episode 2 of the In-Depth Conversations podcast, hosted by your boy, 2D Music. Let's give a round of applause for episode number 2. Let's get it. In this episode, we're going to be talking about a new EP that I have out. We're going to be talking about growing up in Morgan Hill and gentrification and how it's changed everything since me growing up as a kid there. And last but not least, going to be doing an interview with the homie Sav One out of San Bruno, California. Let's go ahead and put up some clips of the homie Sav One. Shout out to the homie.
Learn from the past, haters I surpass. Did me wrong, did me dirty, but I'm still here. No hate in my heart in this new year. Still got my riders, all you others better stay clear. My mind unlocked, no way they can commandeer. Stare me in the eyes, guarantee you see no fear. If you expand it, enjoying life, keeping it simple. Always on my bike, with my brother, shared a room. All we did was fight, wrestling with the cousins, it was so peaceful that life. Reminiscing and bring some sort of peace to my mind. I can't lie, I wish I was a kid again. Getting high, todo bien cholo, all good gangster. 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 No need to hate on me when you see me walk by. Just nod your head and throw that piece up in the sky. Productive pride, so you know I'm staying high. Day by day is how I'll always live my life. Keep it simple so my life's all good. This is for my gente, this is for my family. One love, one life. Staying in my lane, destination in sight. I'm on a mission and I'm doing what I gotta do. I did some talking, so I'm proving what I gotta prove. I'm a sad rider solo out here making moves. I'm a soldier, Vega world, what to do? One love, one life, always staying true. If you switched up once, I don't fuck with you.
Let's go ahead and start with, I got a new EP out called Common Courtesy. It is out now on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all of that. Go ahead and run that up for me. It's got 6 tracks. I got 2 tracks with the homie from Modesto, A, G, and B Surge. That's the homie from Modesto, and thanks for hopping on that EP, bro. We made some fire tracks. I got him on Hold On Me. That's a great solid track. And then also For Life, which is a really heartfelt song. And I got other songs on there. I feel like this new EP, I had to fuck with some different sounds because, like, I feel like, I guess I've been stuck to the same type of music, beats, same type of story, but I feel like this is like a different type of, it's a different flow, and I like it. So, I want to talk about, on this podcast, on this episode, my time growing up in Morgan Hill, California. So, my parents, both of them came from Mexico. I'm first generation born Mexican-American. I was born in San Jose, but I grew up in Morgan Hill. I moved around a lot, but for the most part of my life, I'm from Morgan Hill. I grew up there. I lived off the Willows, off Edmondson. Great memories there for sure. I also lived at the Crest, for off and on, here and there. We also grew up, man, we moved around a lot. We lived off Hell. We were there off Hell when I was in Burnett Elementary. And then we also stayed off Santa Teresa and Kelowna. If you guys know where that's at, it's kind of going towards San Jose, but it's more like borderline Morgan Hill, San Jose. That place is definitely where I had one of the best memories growing up as a kid there with my siblings. Bro, we lived on a ranch, picture just like 2 neighbors, and everybody knew each other. We would run around. My grandpa and my uncles would be drinking beers, watching HBO boxing, which is pretty dope how I used to like grow up and wanted to hang out with the unks and the grandpas instead of with the other kids. But, you know, growing up there with my dad's parents, man, I'm so happy and proud to be from that household because, yeah, I mean, think about it. When we were younger, we were mischievous. We didn't have tablets. We didn't have no phones, bro. Like, we were just straight outside playing in the mud, having my dad hella pissed off at me because I was at the neighbor's house. Man, but that time living there, it was like kind of away from town, but we were still, always, going to downtown, going out to eat with my parents, going out to shop at the Walmart. Nowadays, like, bro, it's 2026. I'm 30, going on 32 years old. I remember when I was like in my early teens, when I just moved back from Madera and I started going to high school in Morgan Hill at Sobrato, bro, like, I remember so much things like, bro, like Morgan Hill had that small town charm, that small town vibe. Like, you could go to the store and you could see somebody that you went to school with or their parents who went to school with your parents, and the certain families that have a big family, and that you know them from like the last name. Like, you don't really see much of that nowadays, and it's a trip, bro. Like, this gentrification shit is real. Like it's dope that Morgan Hill is starting to get more of a like a it's more like a nicer area, right? But it's like, where are all the locals at? To me, I know there's still locals there, for sure there is. I know there is. But just to me, I just feel like they all moved away and more people like moving in. Like, I got nothing against that. But I remember just before Morgan Hill like turned into like the Silicon Valley, like one of those commuter towns, like, you don't really see locals as much as back in the day. And when you do, it's rare. Like, hey, bro, like, I haven't seen you since high school. And most of the time you see them talking at the tavern and shit. But even at the tavern, you see different people. Like, I never would expect that Morgan Hill to change the way it is. But I mean, I'm not hating on the gentrification. I think it's awesome. But at the same time, it's kind of bittersweet because you miss that small town charm, like where you could go out and, see somebody that you know. Well, you still do, but I mean, it's just different, bro. Like, you just, like, you go look around, bro. Like, it's completely changed. We're 2026. Time fucking flies, man. But my point is, growing up in Morgan Hill, I definitely had a lot of good memories. And, I'm still around. My son goes to school in Morgan Hill and he gets to go to the same district that I grew up in. And, I just, hopefully, as the time goes on, we start to see more and more positive changes around, because if you think about it, those childhood memories that we once had, like, they stay up here and right here, and definitely miss back in the day. Look at me. I sound like a old talking about, well, back in my day, back in my day, we didn't have iPods. Back in my day, we had freaking flip phones. We live from the In-Depth Conversations podcast. I got a very special guest today, and he goes by the name of Sav One. What's good? Let's give a round of applause for the homie. Yeah. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? How's your day going?
All right, yourself, bro.
I'm
Nice to
doing.
hear from you, man. Everything's good right here in the Bay. Chilling.
Hell yeah, man. I'm doing good, brother. It's good to see. I want to thank you for hopping on a feature with me last year, and I just wanted to say I sent mines, bro. You've always been a real one. I know we met back in the day, like in 2017, 18. We met
Yeah,
at a
man.
show.
I've been trying to figure that out too. We met years ago, bro. I was
Yeah,
doing our thing, man. That's awesome.
yeah, we met at the X bar in Cupertino, I believe. I have a picture. I remember it was way back, bro. That's going on almost 10 years. It's about 8, 9 years since that day. And
Yeah, that'd be one of those California live events, huh?
yeah, shout out California Live, bro. Yeah, I remember that day. But and hey, bro, we still in touch, bro. And I thank you for hopping on the podcast, bro. But first and foremost, I want to just ask you a couple questions. Let's see. So how did you get the name Sav One?
Oh man, I've never really been asked that one like formally like that. You want the little PG answer, or you want a little
No, bro,
regular?
it's all good. You can say whatever. It's good.
So the first time I've ever even heard the word sad, bro, it's when my first time hooking up with a chick when I was a teenager, bro.
Oh,
And
okay.
she just looked at me and she said, "You a sad." And I was even confused, like, all right, it made me feel good, like you a sad. Like, I was like, damn, I like the way that name sounds.
Okay,
By,
okay.
by then I was already doing graffiti and everything. So I
Yeah.
was like, hey, I'm gonna go write that. That's my new name, Sav. So I
Hell yeah.
started going by the name Sav, and I always growing up, I was a little knucklehead. I grew up with a big family, so
Okay.
I grew up with an older brother, so I was always the one, jumping the ramps on the bike, fucking ended up in the emergency room, my whole life when I was a little kid. So I was just a sap, I was always just
Okay.
down for it. Whatever the bigger kids told me to do, I did it. I just thought I was a cool guy. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Hey, well, I think
that's
we're
a little
about the
sad.
same. I think we're about the same age. How old are you?
I just turned 33.
Okay, yeah, we're about the same age. 93. You're 93?
Yeah, 93
Okay,
back
I'm
in the
I'm
day.
94, bro. It's a trip. Um,
Yeah, shout out to the 90s babies. We're
Oh
back at
yeah,
back
we got to experience like life before internet and life like during like the beginning. So like we got to be outside with no tablets, no cell phones, just running around, as kids. And I wanted to say, in one of your songs, "Kid Again," you say that you actually say about wrestling with your cousins. All you guys did was fight. You rather uh figure out which flavor your Slurpee's gonna be as a
yeah, all the
kid, and
time,
it's
man.
those simple things that make you think, damn, bro, like we're old now and we look back as kids, bro. And I really love that song. I know that song's it's one of like your older songs, but that song is timeless to me.
I appreciate that, man. That is one of my favorite songs. I had all my cousins in the videos. We
That's
were
dope.
able to film it at a cemetery where my closest cousin is laid to rest. RP to him.
RP to him.
Nick
It's the same
Vega
lines.
Wordle. That was tragic. He died at a young age. So having my cousins in that video, even his brothers and everything, that really that always holds a special place in my heart. That was a great song. So I appreciate that feedback, man. Thank you.
Such a great video, bro. I was just watching the video right now, and I could see you guys, at the cemetery. And I recently lost an uncle of mine, but he was more like a brother. We're the same age, and I just wanted to ask you, man. Even though it's been years since your one of your family members passed, that grief. How do you deal with grieving, bro? If you don't mind me asking.
Uh, that's one of those things that it's still new to me. I never really know how to process it, but I'm just grateful that I'm still here. I
Definitely.
always cherish the people I lost, and they always hold a special place, and I always live for them. Do stuff just to make it feel like they're still here with me and visit them as much as I can. But just grateful that I'm still here. Got my family, the ones I do have, so I try to cherish that. It's a blessing to get older. A lot of
Oh yeah.
people don't like getting older, but it's a blessing, man. Every day we're here, thank God, and that's the way it should be. Every
Hell
day
yeah.
we're here because you can't take days for granted. So I'm real big on one love, one life. So make the best of it. But now that I'm getting older, I started off as Lil Sav. That was what I used to tag. That was my first rap name, Lil Sav. So kind of over the years, I just changed it, took out the Lil Sav and put Sav One. So,
Okay.
just holding that really close to my heart. Just, we got to adapt, we got to grow and hold the people close to us, man, always. So,
I love that response, bro. For sure, man. Real good answer, bro. I can see what you're saying, man. And as we're getting older, man, to me, I don't, the rap game nowadays, in my opinion, I think it's more like the sound has changed completely. But to us, like, I don't feel like, because we're older now, sometimes I get like, fuck, do I still want to make music? Like, do you ever feel like you ever want to give up? Or do you feel like your passion makes you want to keep doing it till, till like you're
for
old? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for me, I guess the passion aspect really keeps me in tune with it. At times, some days are hard, and then you got to go to work and just all this, and it really takes a lot to write songwrite. You got to sit down and really concentrate on. So every time I get a chance to just chill and be by myself, I'm writing lyrics still. When I
Oh
listen
yeah.
to like the whole sound change and the stuff that's on the radio, sometimes I feel like I can't even compete with it because it's just like that's not even that I can't make music like that. It's just that like I refuse to.
Yeah.
I'm just in my own lane, so I'm trying to stay heavy on the fact that I'm a lyricist, and
Oh
as
yeah.
your music too. Just it's really well spoken, and I'm not auto tuning just yet and everything. So
Yeah.
everything's been good. I'm just real heavy on my songwriting. I got a good core fan base, people that reach out asking for new music, and
Hell
my
yeah.
Spotify numbers are still pretty good. So
Yeah, yeah, and most of your songs are from a few years back. But like I said, bro, I like your message to the point where like your songs to me are timeless because it's dope, bro. I was listening to your music all day yesterday. I mean, I always listen to your music, but because we're doing an interview, I want to do my homework correctly, and I want to say you do have a few features with a few known artists, bro. I seen that the Ty Dolla Sign, Davina, right? Don't you have a feature with her as well?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that one I was really blessed to get a feature from her. She's been a shout out to Davina.
Yeah,
She's
shout
been
out
in
to
the music
her.
game a long time, very family oriented. So that was one of the artists that inspired me when I was growing up. I listened to her music all the time. So
That
yeah,
sound,
yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. Just
yeah,
that sound and that classic, that classic with the beautiful hook, and then somebody tearing up the verses. That's what I'm real heavy on, and
hell yeah.
yeah, that timeless music, like you're saying, man, just
Yeah.
making those classic hits. I don't try to follow the new trends and everything. I stay true to myself, and hopefully, like you said, one day I'll just make some timeless song, and it'll be the one that hits, and that'll be the one to remember.
Hell yeah, for sure, brother. Next question. What are your goals for to end 2026 since this year's passing by so fast? What are your goals?
Yeah, man, this year's almost gone already, flew by. But
Yeah.
at the end, I mean, music wise, I need to drop some, probably at least like two to three visuals by the end of this year. I
Okay.
just dropped some new music. One song is called "Take Your Time." That's a real good one. I got "No Cap."
I was just vibing to that one yesterday. That was hard.
That one I just dropped, and then I got a new song coming out. Still don't got a title for it, but it's a good song. I think it'll be a good radio song. So I'm looking forward to that. But I definitely want to start doing more music videos. I haven't really been putting like my face out there too much,
Yeah.
and wanting to be like in the crowds. I haven't done shows
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
for quite a while since that's how we met, man. And that was
Yeah.
like that's the best like marketing, the best time to get out there. So
Meet
at
people.
least by the end of this year, I need to get on one stage, man. Like,
Yeah.
so that is my goal. Maybe during the summer in 2026, this summer, I'll get on a nice stage and, be in front of a crowd. That's where I found my passion. That's a good, happy place for me, and always a stress reliever. And that's what I've always wanted to do with my music. I didn't care about the money. I just wanted to write music and one day be in front of a crowd. So
Hell yeah, that's
I
dope.
want to keep that going, man.
Hell yeah, and you have, bro. You've opened up for a few artists, right? Can you tell me an experience of opening up for artists that you didn't like and one that you did like? And we'll wrap it up with one more question. But that.
One that I didn't like that kind of always sticks with me. It wasn't really opening up for an artist. It was more like one of those like competitions
Okay.
where it's just judges. You go up on stage and they just
Yeah.
send you off one song. That's what I didn't really like because it was just like a one song then and done.
Yeah.
And it kind of like discourages artists, like, oh, your music wasn't good enough or this and that. You don't go into the second round, but that's not the way it should be. You shouldn't ever feel like that. Whether you perform in front of a crowd that's 5 people or 500 people, it should always be that takes a lot just to get on stage. So
For sure.
competitions, I don't really like competitions and doing that. Like I like showing my craft. I like being on stage for at least 7 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Really
For sure.
basing everything. So the best show I've ever done, and that's like where I finally felt like I made it in my career. And if I'm not doing that, it's not worth it. But that was opening up for Davey Bash and MC Magic.
Oh, that's dope. Hell yeah.
Shout out to them, man. And that was probably between like 2,500 and like 5,000 people.
Oh wow, there must have been a lot of baddies in the crowd for sure.
And that was a big Latina crowd, and a lot of
Hell
people
yeah.
just yelling, and that was a big highlight. Man.
Everyone's vibing, right? Not just standing around.
Yeah, exactly. That was a big concert venue and something that I've always dreamed about doing. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to their whole team and them as artists. Just even allow me to do that. That was great. And that was in San Francisco.
Hell yeah, vibes
That
for
was a
sure.
big
Just
crowd.
around the corner from you, huh?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what's
right
up.
here in San Bruno, right here in the Bay Area.
Hell yeah, brother. I got one more question for you, and then we'll wrap up this interview. This was such a great interview. Thank you once again for hopping on the
I
podcast.
appreciate you, man. Thank
Hell
you.
yeah, I salute, bro. My last question is, what's one advice that you would give to your younger self before you started making music?
Oh man, before I started making music, should just stick with it. If you know it's something that you want, just stick with it.
Yes, sir. I really like that answer, man. Such a great interview, bro. I want to say, is there where can the people follow your music at? You want to give them your Instagram or
You
your?
can find me on Instagram or just Google Sav One, SAV_ONE, or just Google Sav One. You'll find me there. YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, iTunes,
Hell yeah.
everything. Man.
I'll go ahead and put those links in the description when I upload this. It will be on tonight. That's episode 2. Shout out to y'all for rocking with the podcast. Shout out to Sav One. shout out to the homie, bro. Like, respect him and really respect his craft and his passion for the music. And yeah, what a good conversation, brother. And I said mine, man.
Appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, much love, man. Looking forward to keep seeing what projects you put out there as well, man. Thank you for allowing me to be on your platform.
Thank you, bro. I'll tune in with you later, man. Have a good one.